like in the, let's say like 1960s, 80s, like in that era, it's like it was shocking. It was like not something you would see as we do today. I personally don't come from a single parent household, but within my extended family, I have seen my cousins and aunts be single parents or deal with certain things, but within their children, I don't see no differences at all compared to my cousins that live in a both parent home. Like, I don't see differences at all. And with this said, I'm going to be talking about percentage rates on single parenting, effects that it has on children, and I'll be also talking about the myths that it has. Who can guess if single parenting considers the children to be different, if it's a true fact or not? It's actually false. It has some, I guess, honestly, personally, when I read this on a certain article, I didn't believe it myself because I thought it was true, but it's actually false. So now I'm gonna first be talking about the percentage rates and the percentage rates on single parenting. Who can guess the top 3 countries that with the single parenting rate being the highest? Or who wants to guess?
United States.
Any other ones that you guys might want to just guess?
United States. China.
Okay, well that one's for sure, but go on. United States, United Kingdom, and Canada.
What? Really?
Yeah. That's what I was shocked, and I even asked my parents and my brothers and so forth, and they actually said United States, Mexico, and then they couldn't come up with the third one. But those were their 2 main ones. And if you guys really notice, Mexico is like far behind. I know. A lot of people thought of that when I asked them. Single parent percentages are rising year by year, and how I said how it's rising from 1980 to 2008, and how it's progressed and still is today. According to a magazine by German T, it's called Mom on Her Own. He states that single parenting is now looked at as a normal thing, and by that, like, I didn't want to go too much on what he said and just base it off like personal experiences. Like, I have about 4 friends that are single parents right now and are my age, and I asked them certain questions like, do you guys find it to be like different or more difficult or all this? And then their answers were just like straight and simple. Just it is hard, but being a parent is hard, period. So even if you have your spouse with you or not, it's hard. It's something new, and it's a challenge that you need to like fulfill. And then on that article, it showed this graph stating that mothers are the bigger percentage of being single parents rather than men. I do agree that is true, but also people think that men just are like, they judge them right away and think they're the ones that just leave their child behind. And in my case, in the case that family members and friends, that percentage rate does like agree. I do agree with it. But actually, my older brother was one that was a single parent, and he chose to keep his daughter. And then also another shocking was that he was a guy. He was 16, and he chose to keep the daughter and get full custody, and has had full custody of her throughout her life, which is 13 years already. And that's concluding with that topic. And so now that I've talked about the percentages it has on single parenting, I will now be talking about the effects it has on children. Go on to that. Do you guys find single parenting to affect children in a positive or negative way? These top 3 are closer bonds, maturity, and independence. It's on a positive way. And closer bonds is children and their parents find a closer bond within friendship rather than parent. And then insecurity is a negative, which is like they don't feel confident, or they feel like they can't trust anyone as easily as they thought they would. So now that I got kind of in detail with that, I'm going to be talking about the myths that it has on parents don't have their kids, don't give their kids too much attention, or they just don't give the time that they need. There are mothers are always the custodial parent, fathers never get custody because of the courts always take the mother's side, which I explained earlier that it's not always the true fact. Mental single parenting also I'll conclude with kids who choose parents whose parents are divorced will get divorced themselves. A single parent home is a broken home, and those are just some little pictures. And then now I will be concluding my presentation with, I asked my older cousin that's like a personal response on what she thought about single parenting and what she's had to deal with. So the first two bullet points are the answers that she gave me, and the questions I asked her were, how did becoming a single parent change your life? And she responded with, things change, but the love I have for my kids will never change. Being a single parent has made me stronger and has helped me realize how much I'm capable of. And I also asked her, do you see your kids differently compared to those who live in a both parent household? And she answered, my kids are smart, intelligent, and kind, and their life will only get better that way. And she's basically stating that her being a single parent doesn't change the life that her kids will live. And then I also asked her kids like certain little questions, which is, what do you think about your mom being a single parent mom? And then of course they're not gonna have like detailed answers or anything, but they just answered with these, which is, my mom is awesome, she helps me with my homework and just little things like that. But with this said, I hope that you guys learned something new today and continue to gain your knowledge on single parenting.